Welcome to the Forte podcast. I am your co-host, Dominic Epps.
And I'm your co-host, Randall Monfiston.
And we are here to dive into your lane of greatness to discover what comes easy for you that may not be easy for all others.
Everyone's a genius from the 9-to-5 employee to the Fortune 500 billionaire. We're here to highlight those attributes through dialogue and interviews with amazing guests.
Man, what's your forte, brother?
What's your forte, man?
Hey, man. Hey, I'm pretty amped about tonight, bro. I'm pretty amped about tonight.
Hey, I feel like we just keep on getting better and better. Like, I guess just keep on coming with the hotness, man. I'm looking forward to the conversations.
Listen, because of the hotness, I had to bring out the custom Lakeland Cavaliers jacket made by my one and only. You know what I'm saying? I got to show you the Cav on the back. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Just because of the hotness tonight. We got fire tonight. So for all of you that's here, I'm telling you right now, matter of fact, y'all need to share this video with somebody. Let them know that tonight, we're going in tonight. It's one of those nights. It's one of those nights, bro. But listen, how was your day, man? How was your day?
Yo, my day was good. I started off with the gym, got my pump in, got my cardio in, so that kind of got my mind right. Kind of got me focused for the day. It was a productive day. Ain't gonna lie. Towards that tail end around 6 p.m. on the drive back home, kind of started getting a little tired. But thinking about this podcast and coming in here having this fruitful conversation got me amped right back up.
So what time was, just so everybody can understand, right? So 6 p.m. is the time that you are leaving your 9 to 5, right? To do your 5 to 9, right? So what time was the gym? What time did you go to the gym?
I got to the gym. I'm supposed to be at 5:30. I'm not gonna lie. I normally get there. My trainer listening, you better be able to tell the truth is probably what he's saying. I normally get there around like 5:40, 5:45.
Still, so 5:45 you at the gym, which means and how far of a drive is the gym from the crib?
Like 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, 10, 15 minutes. All right. So either way, you still had to get up like quarter till 5 o'clock, right? To get together, right? Go to the gym. Yeah. After the gym, go back home, or do you shower at the gym? You change at the gym and go to work? Like, what's the schedule?
Oh, no, I come back home. I shower, change, and I get on the road to go to work.
Wow. In that traffic.
In that traffic, man. In that traffic.
Yeah. Listening to the Forte podcast. Hey, that's the only thing to listen to nowadays. You know what I'm saying? When you in traffic, the only thing you should be listening to is the Forte podcast. And right now, go to the Forte community on Facebook and on Instagram and make sure you follow us. Y'all follow us. Invite your friends, invite your family. Let them know that we are official on IG and Facebook. We're official.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Official. Come on into the community. Come on.
Come on in the room. Hey,
bro. No choice but to elevate.
That's it, man. Today for me was pretty good, right? It was pretty good. Every Tuesday morning, 6 a.m., we have prayer call. So, of course, that started out great. That was phenomenal. And then after the prayer call, I had to get some work done, and then I had to get to the gym, right? And then after the gym, it was get to the office. And something very special happened today. While I'm at the office, right, my partner, she mentions this coffee shop that's in another county, right? So I don't even know how we got on the conversation, man. Maybe we was talking about food. So I was like, hey, so what did you eat today, right? And she said, yeah, I went to this coffee shop. And so when I heard coffee shop, I was like, yo. And she was like, yeah, Black owned. So she showed me some pictures, and I said, yo, I gotta go. Give me the address. I'm going right now. Bro, I got there, man, and stayed there like 4 hours, bro. Like, it was dope. It was definitely a great space. The owner was phenomenal. And, of course, being that Wall Street Cafe, so we were able to just it was good, man. It was a real good convo, networking. Hey, I'm gonna be doing a real estate workshop at their location. It was just dope.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. It was dope. It was
That's
dope.
what's
So,
up.
but enough about us, y'all.
But real
Yeah,
quick,
go ahead.
just
Go
want
ahead.
to hit a key point. It all started with one small conversation. One person mentioned a coffee shop, and then just
Yep.
ballooned to this whole new experience.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing at the Forte podcast slash networking event slash community. It starts with one small seed in your mind,
Yeah.
and it blooms into something greater. It
Oh,
blooms into something greater.
speaking of this, she mentioned, shouts out to Lisa, by the way. That's the name of the owner of Mizo's Coffee Company. I want to make sure I say it right because the name of the coffee shop is the first two letters of her granddaughters, right? So
Okay.
Mizo's Coffee Shop in Conyers, Georgia. And bro, she said this. She said, you got to make sure you film an episode of your podcast at my coffee shop.
Oh, that's what's up.
I said, done deal. Like, hey, done deal. We can. I would have set it up if I would have had my, all of my mobile stuff. I would have had it set up right then and there tonight, right? But
Yeah, yeah,
but yeah. So she said you gotta film, an episode of the coffee shop. She said I don't even have to be in it. Like you don't have to interview me. I just want to
yeah,
make sure,
yeah.
that I give you an opportunity to film me. I said it's done. We'll make sure we do.
Bro, what about when we do our Atlanta networking event?
Come on,
We
man.
do it in person,
Oh,
podcast recording with the
oh,
owner, with the owner, boy, with
let's
the owner.
go.
Come on,
And she's
let's
well
go.
connected. She's well connected. So
Come on.
that's yeah, I think that's dope. I think that's dope. Speaking of dopeness, for those of you that's in the Atlanta, Georgia area, put it on your calendar. February 24th. February 24th at 3 p.m. I'll get y'all more information. We are doing a real estate workshop right here in the Atlanta metro area. We're going to give you all the gems of buy and hold, buy and flip. We're going to give you wholesaling, Airbnb, short term, long term. I'm dropping the gems for free.
Let's go. Let's
For
go.
free. But
Don't miss out.
don't miss out. But what's not for free, we're going to go to this commercial break and we're going to talk to you about the one and only Forte experience. Coming up May the 4th. Randall, bro,
What's up? What's up,
I'm
man?
looking forward to it. I haven't even got the outfit yet. Have you got yours? I know you did. I know you got yours already.
I haven't got my outfit yet. I haven't got my outfit.
Oh, because you expecting to shed a little bit. So
Yeah, 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 definitely. I want to make sure it's tailor made.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
yeah, so we'll talk to you all about that. But before we go to this commercial break, bro, just kind of talk about the guests we got. We'll go to commercial break and then I'm gonna have you bring them on because we got a fire guest tonight. We got another one. And you don't want to miss out because this is very special. So kind of give the people a little bit of info about who we bringing on, man. Then we go to commercial break and we'll go from there.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. I met this brother a couple weekends ago at a networking event that he hosted in his own home for the Black Men's Network in the DC, Maryland area. And just talking to him and him sharing his story from where he started to where he's at now, owning his own male spa and called Transition Oasis. And his story kind of speaks to why he named it that. And you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out on inspiration that this brother's going to give you about how he revamped himself and how he became the man he is today. So stay tuned. But first, let's get a plug in from our commercial on the Forte Experience. May 4th, DC. Let's go.
All right, who we got coming up, bro? Who do we have coming up for this fire episode today? Who we got? Talk to us, bro.
Yeah, man. Man, I already started some of it, but I don't want to take too much and take away from this man's ability to share his story, right? Because I'm not going to deliver as well as he did. The way he delivered his tone, his temperament, his delivery puts all together the transition that he's made, and you can hear it in his voice. So I'm allow Pedro Perez, owner of Transformation Oasis, to come off mic. What's your forte, bro?
What's up, man? Peace to y'all. My forte is people, man. People in love for real. Might sound corny, but that's what I'm here to do, man. And through a lot of pain, I've come to experience a lot of love. So I'm grateful, man, to this Forte experience and Randall, man, for connecting with you, brother. And you guys creating this platform for brothers like me to share and to really keep growing this evolutionary thing that you guys are on, man. So happy to be a part of it. But my forte is people, man.
Got it, man. So, what I want to do is first take it back a little bit, right? I already mentioned that you got Transformation Oasis, a male spa. Like, take us back to how did you get to the point to decide to take this journey to making a male spa?
Well, man, that's a loaded question, but the fast forward answer is, man, during the pandemic, brother, man, during the pandemic, I just knew life wasn't going to be the same. Um, I was an overly sexual human being, but then I became a very spiritual human being, man. Once I decided to stop my life during the pandemic and give it back to God. So when that happened, I could not have anticipated what that journey would have looked like, but what it actually turned into, man, was really what I share is now God really stripping me of everything and taking everything back, and leaving me only with my home. And with that home, man, I had a vision, a thought that just came in like a seed to do this health and wellness grooming spa and retreat center catered to men. And it was just a thought. And from there, man, that night I told my girl at the time, pull the laptop out. I just got to get these thoughts flowing. And Transformation Oasis, man, throughout the pandemic became, I'm a barber by trade, been doing that 2 decades, but it was me wanting to extend just my barber experience to the overall, So I said, let's do manicures, pedicures, facials, massages, have a drinking, food options, have an oasis for men to come to, lay their hair down. But I didn't know it would turn into like a whole healing center, man, because I began to be present with black men in particular and started to really be present with what we're dealing with. So then it became bigger than me. So I went from service to servitude, man. So I'm kind of in the clay of it all as we speak, brother.
Man, that's dope. That's dope. And I really like the title, like the name Transformation Oasis. And I don't think I picked up on this, but I should have. You were saying that it's oasis, like you've created an oasis, a getaway, a quick getaway for men to reset, of course, get their beard right, their shape up right, whatever have you, as far as wellness. But then it's the transformation. I went in there looking busted with a messed up edge up, and now I'm coming in transformation, coming out looking brand new. So it's like that whole piece, right? And you got a getaway. So is that also you representing your transformation as well, or is it solely geared to the clients on what they will experience at the spa?
Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of times I skip right over me, man, because I'm so passionate and invested in the lives of other men and other people. But for me, man, now it's a total personal walk first. It's my personal transformation. I went from, one of the poor cities in the country, man, foster care, homelessness, prison. I mean, a lot of social ills happened to me, man. Parents on drugs, the whole 9 yards. So for me, man, like I said, when the pandemic came and I really gave my life back to God and I allowed that to take root in my life, I mean, it became religious because I became a whole new person. My entire identity shifted, and even my ability to create these businesses and operate and be present doing this work now has been just an overhaul in my own life, man. Like I said, when I say everything was stripped, that's friends, women, money, car, everything. So it was a total spiritual awakening for me. But I adopted unconditional love. I'm on a route to marriage. I have a 2 year old. I mean, it's like everything came back twofold. So it's kind of a biblical story for me, man. I came with a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. But yes, man, my transformation oasis is a reflection to my own personal journey that I walk every day, honestly, man. I'm here with us.
Got you. What kind of conversations? Because you said you kind of providing a higher level of servitude from what I'm hearing, right? Like I'm only knowing the beard and all this other stuff. I didn't know that you kind of do like a spiritual healing. Like, are you like? is there some type of coaching, life coaching conversations that you're doing on the side type of thing, or is it just like barbershop talk, but like on a deeper, more spiritual level?
So yeah, I mean, I kind of wanted the barbershop experience to blow up like an atomic bomb, right? I believe in bringing the community into the barbershop, us connecting, men having a safe space, and in the nature of really creating a safe space, just like the event where I met you, that was me. I call it a check-in at the Lion's Den, a space where the brothers can just come and whether we talk business, personal, social, whatever. But I also open up a safe, comfortable space for men, man. I see myself as a bridge. I'm bridging men who identify with being gay and straight together. You know, men from urban backgrounds to not urban backgrounds. I mean, I'm just bridging people together, and we just we're doing business together, brother. So we just kind of, I'm just all about the community. I'm like a bridge, I call it, man. So that's just, I create events to do that. And I opened up my space more. I'm advocating that other barbershops, you know, open up and like just kind of create this network in this community. So that's just what we doing, man.
Got you, got you, got you. So I want to take it back a little bit further, like instead of just most recent years. You mentioned a little bit of your childhood and experiences that you had, if you're willing to share. Has any of those things helped influence who you are today? Whether it's fear of not going back to that type of environment, or things that you've seen and learned and be like, all right, I'm not going to do those type of things because I'm gonna learn from the mistakes that I've seen other people had to go through.
It's I can go two ways on it, man. I know a lot of people spend time, you know, talking about the highlights, and I do got a lot of highlights in my career, in my life, man. Like I said, a poor kid from the hood who had no, um, really no view of a positive future, man. I done traveled the world. I made more money than I can count. God really blessed me. However, um, man, prison. Once I went to prison, man, you know, I started reading books. The autobiography of Malcolm X opened up my eyes, and I saw that what changing your mind can do, and how educating yourself. So I learned how to cut hair, read hundreds of books, started college. So that experience really transitioned me then, and nah, man, it all goes together, man. My greatest asset, I believe, is my deepest darkness, man, which is the past I come from. A lot of trauma. Mommy left, you know, that sent me into a world of women, and doing that. So, nah, man, I just been committed to living a life of purpose, you know. So now that I
Yeah.
got back to like what I was born here to do, I'm not lost in this character that I was creating to just be safe in the world, man. So it's kind of all together, man.
Got you, got you.
I can't. Is Dominic saying something?
There we
I
go.
think
My
he's
bad.
saying,
Yeah, yeah, there we go.
yeah.
Where are you from? I know you talked about being raised in the projects, right? Kind of give us like where are you from?
Camden, New Jersey.
Camden, New Jersey. Okay, all right.
Camden, New Jersey.
Got you, got you. Okay, Randall, how close is that to Asbury Park?
That's about 45, 50 minutes south.
Yeah,
But South
yeah.
South Jersey. I'm Central Jersey.
Oh, okay, got you, got you, got you. Okay, all right. So growing up in Camden, right? You kind of touched a little bit about the foster care system, right? So you had that sense of abandonment when it came to your mom. Now, are your parents are they still living?
Nope.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha. So, did you have a situation? Because I'm going back to the transformation piece, right? Did you have an opportunity to express, like what that caused with them not being in your life before they actually passed? Did you have that opportunity?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a deep question too, man. A lot of my trauma was rooted in mommy leaving when I was 9, man. That dad was fresh off the boat from Cuba, but he handled his responsibility. He raised 5 of us by himself, man. So he did it. He stepped up as mom, dad, and he was my best friend. But mom left, was into drugs on the street and stuff. and that crushed me as a little boy. I was a mama's boy without a mom, man. So, like I said, I lost my virginity at 11, man, and from there, sex. That was my coping mechanism to deal with mom not being there. But that really affected me. And yeah, what was the question again? I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but I
so
think I
so
got it.
so how did you, because most people like
Oh,
awareness
did
is
I?
key, right? When it comes to
Yeah, yeah,
transformation.
yeah,
So did you have that
yeah,
opportunity to have that conversation with your
yeah.
mom before she passed?
Yes, brother. Yes, I took this personal professional development course back in like 2016 that really helped me to see that mom was who she is and who she's not, and that you need to see her for her own person. I was finally able to call her, not as mommy who hurt a little boy, but like, mom, what happened back there? She gave me what happened just from her perspective. It changed my whole view. I'm like, damn, I need you to forgive me for being a that was I broke
Mm,
down.
mm,
I've been a bad son. It was
mm.
that moment like
Empathy, empathy.
I gave you so much anger, but dang, I get it now, you know. So I did have that, and then when she passed, she overdosed, and when she passed, that was me dealing with it like just spiritually as a man now. Like, Pedro, you good, man. You forgave her. Y'all had some good moments. Now just deal with being independent in life without mommy having to hold you. So
Right,
yeah, man.
right. Right. So that breakthrough came, right? And so
Absolutely, bro.
here's why I asked that question, right? And I know we kind of shifting a little bit, but for me, breakthrough came. I was 21 years old, and it was Christmas, right? It was Christmas Day, and I went to visit my father, right? Now, myself and my siblings, we had a lot of built up anger over my dad, right? The things that we witnessed, the abandonment, the incarceration, all of that, right? And so now I'm 21, my life changed. I'm striving to live for God, but I realized that I still had unforgiveness in my heart, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so this Christmas Day, I said to myself, I'm going to forgive him and let him know I forgive him. Like, I don't, because it's easy. It's one thing to say, yo, I forgive you to yourself,
Yeah.
like, oh, I forgive them, right? But the
Mm-hmm.
biggest and greatest challenge is being able to communicate that, right? So I went to communicate that to him, and we broke down in tears because he informed me, like you just said, of something I wasn't
Yeah.
aware of, right? So when he informed me, he said, listen, you don't know this, but I was adopted. Yo, that joint broke me, because now you're telling me the people that I thought was grandma, uncle, aunts,
Wow.
you feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Yes.
he
Absolutely.
expressed how his mom was on drugs and she gave all her kids away, and all of them went to different places. That abandonment. And I'm just like you.
Yeah.
I started to empathize. I'm like, yo, like, now I get it. Like, I'm not saying I condone your behavior, but I can
Yeah.
now say
Yeah.
I understand it. You know what I'm
I definitely
saying?
understand.
And that allowed me to transform as well. So that's dope,
Absolutely.
man.
That was huge. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, how are you able to pull this information out of men? Because I mean, we're men, right? For us to be vulnerable, that's tough, man. That's tough. So, how are you able, like, kind of paint the picture of what the environment looked like, and how are you able to get brothers to talk and to share, and to be vulnerable among other men?
So that's one of the gifts that I have that I didn't know that I had, that I grew into. It's just one of the gifts that I have is I'm disalarming. I do my best to be disalarming. I really do my best to exemplify the love of Christ, right? And that's not religious talk. It ain't Christianity. It's me saying, I'm a safe space, bro. You good. I've been molested too. I've been through this. I've been like me. I'm a safe space. As a barber, God chose that for me because He knew that I would be able to counsel men and be present with men where they tell me their deepest, darkest secrets. Why? Because as a barber, that's just what we do. I'm the therapist, but I also take that serious, you know. And because I opened myself up for that, I then created an actual physical space. Like, yeah, let me create a space where men can come collectively and do this. It ain't easy now, so I'm not there. This ain't easy. This is actually part of my work this men's spot was me still bringing it to men to say, hey, y'all, we got some talking to do. We got some anger. The little black boy has not been able to talk for decades. Dad didn't teach us. His dad ain't teach him, and his dad ain't teach him. I'm taking responsibility to open up myself and my world continuously to create platforms where brothers can come and talk about this stuff. So it's really just something that I'm just committed to. It ain't easy, but as a barber, I believe God just gave me a platform to be like, all right, they gonna come to you, just make it safe. So that's what we're just doing, man. And it's really creating me. It's creating a new me. Like I thought I knew what a man was. I thought I knew what a man. I thought I knew all these things until I started meeting such a colorful array of men. And I'm like, yo, we all on this crazy spectrum. So we need to have some conversations so more love can be in our brotherhood, and we can continue to keep doing that thing.
That's good.
Yeah, man, this is
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I thought I was impressed on our first conversation. You taking it a man? Listen, listen.
I'm just being used, bro. I'm kind of quiet in the midst of it because the brothers needed it a lot. So I'm carrying all this energy with all our bro. I'm in a room of guys, gay guys, straight guys. They going at it. I'm like, all right, everybody, let's listen. But this is just, man, that's just one example. But it's going well, man. I'm seeing that really we are making history, man. Especially in Prince George's County, Maryland, man, with so many affluent young brown people. We really are doing the work, man. It's kind of like coming up, but you guys are also representative of that same work, man. Through y'all Forte experience and the quality of your work, it's really groundbreaking. So I just see like we all doing this together type thing. Sorry to run on though.
No, this is big, man. Go ahead, Randall.
No, I was wondering if it's like is it timing? Because I think we're and maybe because of the it's more of a fad. Mental health is more socially accepted now, but I'm wondering has that transition to older men, right? Like I think the younger generation are more aware than we were when we were in high school and middle school of mental health and the seriousness of taking care of how you think and your mindset. So I'm wondering if the timing also helped for these men to be able to share, like, hey, I just needed a nudge. I know what's happening around me. I know these conversations are happening. I know it's
good.
More socially acceptable. But now I have this brother, right? And like you said, you're in a barbershop kind of space. So you're already a little bit in your comfort zone of talking, but you're switching from sports talk to like, yo, how you doing, brother? Like, what's going on, right? And then you kind of like over each session of them coming back, you just peel that onion a little bit more and more and more until it's just all out there. And before you know it, like he transitioned too, right? Like he transitioned to a whole different person, right? He on a spiritual path, right? So yeah, man, like this is
barbers are pastors, man. Barbers are pastors that have sheep, right? And the scripture says, you know what I'm saying? And the scripture says, woe unto the shepherds that lead my sheep astray. There are some barber seats you sit in, they not giving you the right information that's going to transform you. There's some barber chairs you sit in, they're going to say, yo, go cheat on your wife. Go do this. You know what I'm saying? Go be that dog, right? You are alpha male. And you see what I'm saying? So there are some that are leading sheep astray, but then there are those like Pedro that's like, nah, bro, like I done been down that path. I know where it leads to, right? Like, hey, let me catch you now. You keep coming. So apparently they getting a sharp cut, and you know what I'm saying? You getting them right to make them want to come back, because if you messing the line up, they ain't coming back. I don't care how good you're talking, right? So now you're giving them quality work and you're leading them. That's a ministry, bro. Like, and that's dope, man. So I commend you. I commend you for stepping up and being like you, as you stated, being that bridge, because that's what we need. You know what I mean? That's what we need.
Yeah.
And as you probably have noticed, once you get a brother to start talking, oh, bro, he's gonna let it out, because we hold so much in. You know what I'm saying? We hold so much in. So when the opportunity comes and we feel comfortable, it's like, yo, finally I got somebody I can just get all this out me. You know what I mean? So kudos to you. Yo, we're gonna clap it up for that, because
bro, for real.
That's major, man. So how can they get in contact with you? right? And how can someone, like, is it schedule a one-on-one with you? Like, what is the process for someone that says, listen, I want to connect with Pedro, and I want to go through this transformation process because I have a lot of baggage, a lot of hurt. I have a lot of trauma, right? That I'm just keeping inside, and I don't want to go out there and hurt somebody because, as the saying goes, hurt people, right? So, what is the process for someone to be able to connect with you and go through the transformation?
Well, thank you, brother, for that, man. Thank you for that. Very simple these days, and get to me before I get too busy, booked and busy. But right there, man, my phone number is the easiest way to get to me. I'm on Instagram as I'm just Pedro underscore. Transformation Oasis.com is my website. But really, man, it's really easy to contact me, man. So anybody interested in any of these things, man, in terms of healing, transformation, trauma, all things positive and God, that's what we do, man. So it's easy to get to me.
Man,
Bro, hit Pedro up to get your cut right and your mind right. Come on.
Yeah,
come
man,
on,
that's
So
man.
what
this
we
way you
do,
coming
yo.
out transformed and a better
Definitely.
leader of your community,
Thank y'all.
of your household, of your children, of your wife, your significant other, whomever, right?
Let's go,
Let's
man.
go.
Let's go. So
Yes, sir.
here's what I'm hearing, bro. So, ladies, we got some men that's gonna be at the Forte experience that going to be transformed in their mind, right? Transformed in their mind. They're going to be looking sharp. Make sure y'all in the building. Well,
We
last year,
got
the
a
ladies outdid the guys anyway, but still, you get my point. Make sure
well,
y'all in the
we got
building.
a clan over here, man. So let's suit up and get out there, then,
Let's
man.
get it. Let's get it.
Let's
Let's
go.
get it.
Let's
Let's
go.
get it. May 4th
Pedro,
is
you
going
gonna
to
be
be
there? May 4th, Cambria Riverfront
Yeah.
Hotel, DC. All
Yo,
white
get
rooftop experience.
man. Look, you threatening me with too much of a good time, so I don't see why I won't be there, bro.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go, man. I'm
Yeah.
loving it, man.
I
I'm
seen
loving
you. I seen you with Will in a post he put inside the group chat with you suited and booted. I'm like, yo, I know Pedro could go out there and put it on him, yo. So let's come on,
it. Yeah.
all
Bro,
white.
I'm a
Let's
low
go.
key rock star, man. Just show me where I gotta be, man. I'm always gonna show up and show out, brother. That's natural. That's what we do.
No doubt.
Bet,
No
bet.
doubt. No doubt. Well, listen, y'all, we'll go to a quick break. We'll come back, see if we got any more questions for Pedro. And y'all stay tuned because we're going to talk about how you all can follow us and follow this content. Give us a minute. We'll be right back. Yes, sir. Hey, listen, make sure you go to Facebook and visit the Forte community. Facebook.com/the Forte community. Also, Instagram.com/the Forte community. Follow us today. But do us a favor. We're trying to build this community to as many people as possible, and we need your help. So please go to Facebook, go to Instagram, and invite your friends to do the same. We got great content. We're interviewing some great guests, and we need your support. Help us this week. Help us this week to get to 1,000 new followers. You can do that right now by going to Facebook.com/the Forte community, Instagram.com/the Forte community. Hey, man, we got fire guests each week. So make sure y'all follow and subscribe for more value content. All right, man. Any last questions? Any last questions, Randall? What you got for our brother, man? Because he really dropped some things for
Yeah,
us
man.
today, man. What you got for him, man?
Bro, I just want to know what like this is where you at today. Like, what's your 1 year, 5 year goal? Where's Transformation Oasis gonna be? Like a year from now, 5 years from now. What's your vision for that?
Man, that thing is way bigger than I can articulate right now. But what I didn't share is I'm actually currently right now I'm in the process of creating group homes too, where I'm housing men now, man. So we're gonna do mental health, substance abuse, addiction treatment, professionals. So the same thing I did in the beauty area, I'm doing now in the mental inside area. So I'm creating a whole facility, bro, where you'd be able to have the beauty experience and the actual clinical experience because I got a degree in sociology. So it's bigger than me, brother. I'm pushing it forward. I'm just one part of it. 1 year, 5 year, bro. I see facilities. I see these things all over the place. Where men can just come and get a one-stop shop, bro, of just straight up healing and every dot spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and just keep going, man. Whatever God wants, bro. I'm here to be used.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. This is what matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna start doing with the guests, man. In a year or two from now, we need you to come back on the Forte
That's
podcast to
good.
be able to share your
That's
story
good.
and share how you've grown it and how you've created this healing safe space, right? And how you not only in PG, you in Montgomery, you out there in
Yes.
St. Charles, or you probably take it to different states. Let's go. That's what I'm putting out
Atlanta.
there.
Come to Atlanta,
Come
brother.
for
Let's
Atlanta.
go.
No,
Come here
coming
to
for
Atlanta.
I would come to Atlanta first before here, but if the guy willing, it's second on the list. Atlanta might be number one.
Hey,
I'm,
no
I'm,
doubt.
I'm on Atlanta's back.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm
Yeah,
here.
we doing
I'm
it.
here. I'm here. Let's make it happen, man. Let's let's make
Oh,
that happen.
we didn't mention this. There's a Atlanta Forte Experience networking event coming in
Yeah.
November.
November.
So you
Yep.
have the opportunity there. You could scout out your next facility in Atlanta and come to the networking event at the Forte. I mean, in November.
That's right. You already got your real
I
estate
heard-
broker right here. So what you need, I got you.
I heard you
Got-
mention Conyers, so I figured you was out there
Yeah.
in
Yep.
Georgia. So
Yep.
I was definitely coming around to ask some questions. But yeah, we could connect off or whatever.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's happening in the background. So let's
Okay.
wrap
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that
yeah.
for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very
Absolutely.
excited to talk about
That's it, man. Well, listen, you all. Let's go ahead, man, and give it up. Pedro, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate the work that you are putting in. Like, that is real work. You know what I mean? That's real work, brother. Like, and
Thank you.
I just want to say that we commend you for that. I don't know how many times somebody told you thank you, because a lot of times people that really pour out and don't get it back, right? So
Yeah, man.
I just want to say we commend you. We thank you. We appreciate you for putting in that work, brother. Like, real talk. Thanks a lot, for sure.
Thank you. Likewise, man. It's shared, man. It's
Yeah,
shared
man.
so much with y'all, man. Thank you, Randall, bro, for just seeing that in me, inviting me in, because it matched what y'all got going on, man. I'm honored to be here, yo. Honestly, very grateful.
I appreciate you coming on, bro. Appreciate you coming on, man, and sharing this story with the guests, and hopefully inspires somebody who's suffering in silence to come out. Right? Maybe they may not be geographically located nearby, but they know it's okay. There's places out there. There's life coaches you could seek. There's books you could read. It's okay to not be in that same state of suffering. Right? Like, break through that shell. It might be hard. It might be difficult. It might cause you to be in an uncomfortable space. But on the other side, look what Pedro did. Pedro was able to transform, and now he's in the Oasis. Come on. See how I did that? See how I brought that?
Ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Let's
ahead.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
Y'all got the microphones, man.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, listen, y'all. Listen. This was another fire episode. Like, yo, it was fire.
Yeah,
I don't know. We're gonna have a part 2 of this, man, eventually, because
This was good.
what I want to do is,
Yeah.
I really want to I want us to sit down and talk to a couple brothers, man, that you had actually transformed.
That's
I want to talk to a couple
that's
brothers
good. That's good.
that you have
That'd be
actually
good, brother.
transformed, right? That have went through the process. And you know, we man, I got some good brothers that, you know what I'm saying? I got, man, brothers that done did 20 years, 20 plus years, and came home fully transformed, right? That's nobody but God. You know what I mean? But there's still a lot of trauma that, you know, but that's a whole other topic. That's a whole other topic, man. A whole other topic. But we certainly want to talk to, you know, some of the brothers that have went through your program. And I think that'd be great. That'd be great. So all the men that's watching, y'all make sure y'all hit this brother up. Even if it's just a convo, right? Even if it's just a DM, hey, man, just want to say, this is what I got. Any words of wisdom you want to shoot my way. You know what I mean? Because a quiet mouth can't get help. Right.
Absolutely.
And there's too many brothers committing suicide because they're holding stuff in, keeping it to themselves, and they feel as if they have no one to turn to. Well, right now you have a resource that's right here available for you. Right. So please, brothers, if you're listening, you're watching, make sure you make the call, send them the message, like, do that. Like, even if you have to do it tonight, like before you go to bed, like, listen, Don't go to the bottle. Don't go to the pills. Don't go to the ladies for sex because you're trying to find a way, you know what I'm saying, to erase the pain for a minute. Like, nah, get help. Really get help. You know what I mean? Like really get help. So, all right, before I keep going. That's all we got. This was fire. This was fire, man.
Yeah,
oh
man.
this was
Man.
fire,
Y'all are
man.
something else.
But we out of here. Pedro, stay tuned, man, for we got some more business to take care of. But we appreciate y'all. Let's go.
Peace, y'all.